Sometimes, because of the traumatic experiences in the past, some people are just so stuck in the old story of desperation, anxiety. They have this person so high on a pedestal that man or no man, no life, no happiness, no other man, no love, no marriage, nothing. That is a sort of defeating mentality. Hi guys, my name is Akshay and I am a manifestation coach. All my contact info is in the description. Today we are going to discuss a very controversial excerpt from a Neville Goddard lecture. Okay, it's called That Man or No Man. Okay, that excerpt is sort of known in the manifesting community as That Man or No Man. Naturally, there is a lot of curiosity among people about whether or not they can and should manifest a specific person. Okay, so I'm going to first read out the Neville Goddard excerpt, That Man or No Man. Okay, I will also add the text in the description so that if you want to go over it one more time, you can do that. And then I'll tell you what my opinion on this excerpt is. Always go to the end. Dwell in the end and you will hurt no one. But if you try to devise the means, you are messing up the whole thing. I have had people say to me, I want that man and no other man. I said, no, you don't want that man or no other man. You want to be happily married. Oh yes, that man or no man. Then of course this always shocks them. I say, if he dropped dead right now, would you want to be married? Well, he isn't going to drop dead right now. I didn't ask you that. If he dropped dead right now, or if he is right this very moment accused of being the world's greatest thief or murderer, do you still want him? Well, now why ask those questions, Neville? I want that man or no man. But you see, it isn't that man. They want to be happily married. I have gone to so many weddings where it was either that man or none, and it wasn't that man. And they are embarrassed when they see me standing in the aisle because it had to be that man or no man. And here it isn't that man at all. And they walk down the aisle. They are happy with their new mate, but a little sheepish as they pass by me because I know he was not the man. Basically, Neville Goddard in this excerpt is telling you that if you are in that state of I want that man or no other man, it is better for you to manifest love in general. Okay, this excerpt does not necessarily convey his entire opinion about manifesting a specific person. However, he is unequivocally stating here that it's not that specific person or no other person. You can just go to the end of being in a happy, committed, loving relationship or being happily married and don't try to devise the means. So what do I think about this excerpt? First of all, I think that Neville was hammered, bombarded with a lot of specific person questions all the time. Okay, and probably when he said these words, he was a little exasperated, a little annoyed at this whole SP obsession thing. Okay, and he said that you don't want that man or no man. Just assume that right now you are in a happy, committed relationship. That's what you really want. Well, I think Neville was a little bit annoyed, exasperated when he said these lines. Okay, probably he got a lot of similar SP related questions. Often These questions were from people who were so saturated in the old story with their specific person that it was emotionally impossible for them to rise out of that story, that place of that state, that mood of, it was impossible for them to rise out of that consciousness, that state, that mood of desperation, anxiety, insecurity with respect to that person. It was not impossible, very difficult, shall we say that. So Neville, by doing this, he sort of recommended them to manifest a marriage instead of getting caught up upon a specific person. However, this contradicts Neville's very basic teaching of do not compromise. Assume that you right now possess that what you want. He also has another excerpt which goes like this. You can put God to the test, and if he proves himself in the testing, then you will know God is your own wonderful human imagination. If you want the joy of marriage, a love affair, or a romance, you can test God by assuming the one you desire is with you now. And to the degree you persist in that assumption, it will be yours to experience. Do not be concerned as to how it will happen or when it will happen. Simply persist in the assumption that it has happened. And when it does, you will know who God is. Basically, he's telling you that your own wonderful imagination is divine. Okay. His very basic teaching is I am. Okay, which is that I am divine. So what he said with respect to that specific person was slightly contradictory to what he generally taught. He taught never to compromise. He clearly mentioned that you can be with the one you desire by assuming that you are with them right now. So why did he say that you don't want that man or no man? It is because it depends on the individual. It depends on you whether or not you are successful in imagining yourself into the state of the wish fulfilled with respect to a specific person. And when you are in that state, you don't even think about it as that man or no man, because when you're saying that man or no man, you're basically implying that if I don't get this person, then I'm going to not even accept the other joys, the other happiness that is going to come my way. I'm going to live a life of celibacy. That is what you're saying. So I'm going to renounce the joys of marriage. I'm going to renounce love. I'm going to renounce companionship. I'm going to be celibate because if not that man, then no other man. That basically implies that you have this person very, very, very high on a pedestal, that they still wield emotional control over you. You have made them the sole, one and only source of your happiness. And that is not living in the end. So, can you manifest a specific person? Like thousands of people have already done. Many people who I have worked with have had a lot of progress or have manifested their specific person already. So, obviously, it is possible. Should you manifest this person or not? That is not somebody else's decision to make. I cannot make that decision for you. Neville Goddard, no matter how great or cool he is, he cannot make that decision for you. Okay? Nobody can make that decision for you except yourself. Okay. You do not live your life by asking others, oh, should I manifest this specific person and stuff. Your life is your making. It's your responsibility. It's your experience. I cannot decide for you. Your manifestation buddy cannot decide for you. Random people's opinions cannot decide for you. Even Neville Goddard cannot decide for you. That decision is solely yours. It is up to you to decide whether or not you want this person, or whether you want to just manifest love in general. Sometimes, because of the traumatic experiences in the past, some people are just so stuck in the old story of desperation, anxiety. They have this person so high on a pedestal that man or no man, no life, no happiness, no other man, no love, no marriage, nothing. That is a sort of defeating mentality. Okay, that is not a good place to be in if you're manifesting your specific person. So I hope that this clears up a lot about this that man or no man excerpt for you. Ultimately, yes, you can manifest a specific person. The decision always has to be yours. Sometimes, though, I have to concede that because the old story of sadness is so dominant, that it can be better to just manifest love in general. That is not a bad thing. But ultimately, I cannot judge you for your desires. Nobody can. I cannot tell you what you want to manifest. I cannot tell you what you should and should not manifest. I can only help you to cultivate that mindset. That I can only help you to land in the feeling of the wish fulfilled. That is all I and other coaches can do for you. Ultimately, it's you who have to do the work. I would like to recommend a video which is basically a brilliant hack for manifesting your specific person, and that video is also very relevant to today's video. So thank you for watching this video. If you like the video, please hit like, share, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell. Unleash the power within you, and remember that if I said it, I already did it. Thank you.